What's going on? You are tuned in with 2FootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, Mr. BurrOaks. Oaks, what to do?
I ain't shit, man. Just fucking got back from the DMV. Did at least a minimal amount of research on this one. So, looking forward to doing a future show. Looking forward to getting regular clubs footy back. And then I also did a 3-leg parlay for Leagues Cup that you can still get in if anybody wants to. Miami versus Pumas, both teams to score. Club America versus Portland, both teams to score. And Seattle versus Tijuana, both teams to score.
I'm waiting for them to blow the whistle in this Botafogo game so I don't have to pay attention to it anymore. And if Hulk wanted to pull just a random, 40-yard banger out of his back pocket, I wouldn't be mad about it. Even though Flamengo holding zeros. We do have some Brazilian Cup at 8:30 tonight. Not super interested in taking either of those games. I really just hate the second legs of the Brazilian Cups because they do have weekend games, and then we're gonna start adding Sudamericano in, Libertadores in, and it then becomes do they give a fuck? I looked at that Flamengo lineup, and I just saw 2 backup defenders in, and immediately I was like, "Yo, Hulk, score one fucking goal for me." It would have been great. Would have really loved it. He's started too, so he's taken at least 40 shots. So see what happens there. Fuck you should be pretty quick. I only have 2 because I absolutely dominated Brazil last week. So, and it's the 2 what should have been the easiest bets. It's Flamengo and Palmeiras. They both tied. One I think to Sierra and the other one to another freshly promoted team. Win your games. You're better than everyone else. I don't want to be that guy, but you're better than everyone else. Stop tying. I'm pretty sure Palmeiras might have either won a man down or a man up. I forget who got the red card, but either way, win. What are we doing here? Did they ruin an 8-leg parlay for me? Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. Was it the literally both minus money, the only minus money legs on the whole parlay? And did they both lose?
Ain't that a bitch?
Maybe. Cruzeiro, you're a wagon again. Fucking love you guys. And if you actually know me, I took their money line because I ain't no bitch, but the smart play was probably to draw no bet and sell the plus sign, but they won't do nothing. We're out here. And then my other fuck yous is the La Liga bookies. Just making La Liga futures just almost impossible to put anything worth it in. And I really just wanted to bring up what happened to Barcelona, guys. Why is Real Madrid minus 140 to win the league and they got a plus sign next to them? I was under the impression that Barcelona was a powerhouse in Europe, but you're at a plus sign in a 2-horse league? That's not a good look, It's just I'm confused. I would love a better number on Madrid because right now I got to throw a parlay in to make it even worth it for my team. Because what the fuck? So La Liga bookies, you trying to make me lose this early? All I'm going to do is wait for fucking Jude Bellingham to come back from injury and when we have our little slump, and then we're going to win the whole league again. It's going to be funny. So we'll see what happens. That's all I got, though.
Nuts. I don't have shit. I won the only soccer bet I talked about. So
I did see that. Leagues Cup, baby. Can't wait for the second legs of those. Anyway, do you want me to go through these transfers really quick, or do you want to get into the futures?
We can do transfers real quick.
Yeah, let's get the transfers done with. Some of these might be repeats, and we've now switched to where I only put them down if I saw multiple articles or if it's a name that I like. AKA, this is why this guy's first on the list. Goncalo Guedes, the Real Sociedad. Love that move for him. I still think he plays his best football in Spain. Didn't work out at Wolves as soon as they just started being hey, what if we only bought Portuguese players? Didn't work. So Goncalo Guedes, I still rate him very highly. I think it makes that Real Sociedad attack a little bit more fun to watch. I know they just scooped somebody off of Lyon on the low as well to play center back over there. And Real Sociedad, I think, is working. They tried to get Endrick on a loan, and he failed his medical. So that would have been actually really cool if Endrick got over there. I would love to see Endrick go on loan because splitting time between him and Gonzalo Garcia is stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Develop both at the same time. send somebody somewhere to get regular football.
Right.
My next one is Callum Wilson to West Ham. So great career, Callum Wilson. It's over. Great job. When's the last time we saw West Ham buy a striker and go, wow, that's a great move for their career?
It hasn't worked out for any of their last 4 strikers. So
was it when they signed Antonio? 2 decades ago? So again, great career, Callum Wilson, a true journeyman Englishman. So props to you. A lot of these are English too, because every other league is kind of tapped out, and the best teams that do have money are like, we're cool. So next one I got is Ramsdale to Newcastle. I saw that things are stalling with Pope, and I don't know how serious he is about being the number 1 there anymore. I'm still a big fan of Pope, but whatever. Ramsdale, I thought Ramsdale was Southampton through and through, and then they sent him on loan to Newcastle a year after signing him, so a little confused about that one. Sonny Boy went to LAFC. They broke the MLS transfer market record. And I'm just like, really? On top of, is the MLS even allowed to do that? Wasn't it like 40 mil? You spent 40 mil on Son? What year is it? 40? That fucking EPL tax is crazy. Now, mind you, I bet you his jersey sales cover that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But also, 40 for Son? What, are you working on your South Korean audience? Like 40 mil? Was he not on the last year of his deal? Like, it just seemed ridiculously high, on top of you still have to pay him every week. How's that going to work? I don't really get how all of these like massive teams in LA and Miami get to just make their own salary caps and wages and rules. It doesn't really, I don't get MLS at all, and I don't want to. Benny Sesko apparently picked United. They, I think, agreed to personal terms, but not a price yet. United could do like maybe some of the best business here and just throw Højlund in the deal, send his ass over to Leipzig, and make it not as expensive for Sesko. That would be the smartest way to do it. And then I heard somebody say, well, what if Højlund doesn't want to go there? Who the fuck cares what he wants? Respectfully. Like, I know that's that man's job, but everything is like, it's not like they're sending you to fucking Saudi Arabia, man. They're
right. Yeah.
Go play with Openda up front. Maybe that.
Right. Yeah. You get to actually go still play competitive football. You're not going to a retirement league.
Yeah. On top of your ass here, you have not been good at all.
Facts.
You even look like you're getting better. Remember,
you were a stud at Atalanta. Go be a stud again. Like, remind people that you're good and that, man, you just sucks the life out of players.
Remind yourself that you can actually score goals in a league that isn't the EPL. People also do it all the time.
Give us fodder to talk shit on Man U and about how as soon as every player leaves, they just instantly become the greatest ever.
Yeah, I know. The other thing is funny with like the trolls online. Everyone's like, why would people want to go to Manchester United? As if it's not like still one of the greatest clubs in the world, and they still don't pay very handsomely. They're still an EPL team. Does everyone forget how much money all these EPL teams have? Their TV deal is ridiculous. Like, they won't pay announcers in Brazil, but they can afford 19 Brazilian leagues for just one of their fucking clubs. It's actually absurd, the difference in money when you look at the EPL compared to literally everyone else. So I don't know why people are shocked that Man U's still spending money. It's kind of like when Liverpool fans are like, yeah, we spent $500 million, so that's a lot.
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah, so I just think it's weird. I got another Man U one on here. It's Baliba. What is he? The center mid over at Brighton. And again, it feels like I'm talking shit on him, but it was weird how many United fans were just like, well, there goes our title right there. If we sign it. I'm sorry, when did this guy become fucking the
didn't you finish fucking 16th on the table last year?
Yeah, I'm just confused how really that Baliba's the guy that switches everything. This is N'Golo Kante. Well, because no offense, but like I don't really see it. And I'm sorry because I know my Man U fans are watching me. I even got some DMs from them talking about, dude, look at this. That would be so incredible. He's so fucking good. I was like, nobody said this man's name once last season. I did not hear a single. You guys didn't even mention him during the transfer window till this week. All of a sudden, he's one of the best in the league. When the fuck did this happen? Like, what? All right, I don't know. I'm just again. I like when Man U's good. That makes the Premier League better. That makes Champions League better when Man U is good and is one of the higher powers in world football. But believe us, that's the guy. Casemiro could barely fucking drag your asses out. You were throwing Ericsson back there. Now anything's a better step up from guys that are approaching 40, but I just didn't see it. It was kind of out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you guys are now calling yourself title favorites. And again, we'll get into it in futures. I'm not saying I'm trolling Man U. I just have good arguments on both sides of why they're going to be good or might suck dick. So we'll see what happens in futures. Here's a fun one for you. I got 2 Newcastle ones. McGinn, Aston Villa's captain. Newcastle thinks they're going to lure him away. I don't hate the signing. I just also don't think it makes Newcastle really that much better.
Yeah.
Because, like, respectfully, how they play and how their midfield goes, I still think Harvey Barnes could play the 10 for them. I still think Joey Willock is a very good player at the 10 for them. I still think you could throw Jolinton's ass at the 10 for them rather than spending to go and buy a rival's captain. And again, we love McGinn here. We give McGinn a lot.
Yeah, it's not going to be cheap to get McGinn.
They're not just going to hand their captain over at a decent price. And respectfully, McGinn is not, even age-wise or skill-wise, he doesn't take you to the level you're aspiring to. You might as well try to go young. You should go all in on Bradley Barcola before you go McGinn. That's just where I'm at with it. And it feels like you guys are just getting the runoff of whatever Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man U don't want. So I know McGinn looks realistic, and it looks like, oh, this might be good. Is it? Is it really? And then what's Aston Villa doing? They're just going, yeah, fuck it. Take our captain. We're cool.
Right.
I don't know. All that didn't seem super realistic either. Nico Action Jackson to Newcastle. I don't hate this one at all. I've now seen Ollie Watkins in Newcastle, Nicholas Jackson in Newcastle, especially when the Sesko deal apparently is falling through. I don't know why Chelsea is so adamant to get Jackson out of there. Hasn't he been their leading goal scorer for like 2 of the last 3 years?
Probably since he came over from Villarreal, probably.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, why'd you guys buy Nkunku to never play him?
Right, yeah.
He's better than a lot of guys you're playing. So
yeah, I remember when he was joint Golden Boot winner in Bundesliga, right before they bought him. Probably be nice to get him some tick.
Remember when they bought Yao Felix? Speaking of overpriced bums, Jack Grealish to Everton on loan.
Ugh.
So I almost guarantee you Everton ain't paying that whole loan. If they
No, there's not a chance ever. They'll get another fucking points deduction if they're paying his whole John.
I always think it's just funny seeing Everton and Man City's names in the same sentence when doing anything financial, because it's like, oh, no, we're not. Like, do you think any of the lawyers are just in the room like, how the fuck did you do that? How have you guys been getting away with this? Off the record, how the fuck did you do that? We couldn't do it for 1 fucking year. Does that make Everton better? I want to say it does. If Grealish doesn't suck, but it seems like he's just always going to be that douche party boy and never.
Congrats on another mid-table finish, Everton. Good for you.
Barcola to Liverpool. Apparently, if the Isak deal falls through, they're going to go for Barcola. How's Liverpool?
Yeah, what's that do for him? Where are you going to play Cody Gakpo?
There's just so many different people where you're like, are all these guys coming to be bench warmers or?
Right.
It's kind of like the Rashford situation where I see everyone being like, Rashford's going to get back to his best. I was like, when's he playing?
Right. How are you giving him any minutes that Rafinha already has?
Yeah, there's just all these teams with a ton of attackers, and then they buy more attackers. Like Chelsea's getting, when they got Liam Delap.
Chelsea's different, though. They're just going to spend $4 billion and not care.
They're literally just trying to do what PSG did, which was, we're going to buy a shit ton of people and then figure it out over 5 years, and then pick a couple more so it doesn't look as bad. And then we have a full World 11 team. We're good. Next one, speaking of PSG, Vitinha to Madrid. Honestly, I don't know why they would ever do that, especially to us. They do not like us.
Right.
They hate us, matter of fact.
That's true. They do fucking hate us.
They're literally actively in a court session against one of our star players. So I don't know why they do this. I also only saw 130. Now that sounds like a lot, but also in this market for Vitinha, for what he's able to do, I'm kind of okay with that.
That's a more realistic price than when they were saying 110 for Rodri.
Oh no, yeah, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely. When I still saw Camavinga and Rodrigo for Rodri, and we're still paying money, I was like, all right, whose dumbass cousin wrote this and just fucking threw it on the internet? What are we doing? This is the most obnoxious shit I've ever seen. I already talked about Hendrick not going to Sociedad. Oh, Harvey Elliott to Leipzig. I love that move for him. You gotta know I'm a big Harvey Elliott guy. I just need him to get the fuck off Liverpool so I can properly root for him and he plays more, because I don't know if they noticed too. I don't know why Curtis Jones got so much hype, but every time Harvey Elliott walked onto the pitch, a goal happened. That man was an absolute weapon, and they're not using it properly.
Watch him drop 4 dimes in a single game.
You know what's crazy? They're now just overspending a shit ton for more attackers.
Right.
And they're going to be mad when Harvey Elliott leaves.
Dudes who play his position, too.
Yeah. They're going to be mad when he leaves. Like, oh, we thought you were Liverpool through and through. It's like
dude, you just spent the record amount of money on Florian Wirtz. Where the fuck am I going to play?
Yeah, what am I doing now? You've now bought fucking attackers the last 4 transfer windows.
You bought 3 dudes who play my position. What do you want me to fucking sit on the bench?
A center back. Yeah, what the fuck? Why are we buying these guys? They're about to buy another striker too. It's like, okay, let me go fuck myself really quick. Antony still wants to go to Betis, and he's still pissed off that Man U won't accept an offer. Man U, now that you're spending fucking Sesko money, stop being pieces of shit.
Right.
Send this man over to Betis. Nobody wants to pay his fucking wages that you gave him. That's why he can't.
That's on you. Yeah, that's on you.
All your fault, man. You dumb motherfuckers. Stop.
Look how much of a bath Liverpool just took on fucking Darwin Nunez. You're telling me, like, you got to pay him no matter what. He's not going to play for United. Let fucking Betis pay 40% of his contract.
Yeah, you know what else is funny is I saw it was like, oh, Al Hilal and Liverpool have agreed on terms for Darwin Nunez. And I was like, notice how it doesn't say personal terms.
Yeah.
No shit. Everyone takes the Saudi deal if you're a club. Oh, this guy I don't want. You'll pay me all my money back? Fuck yeah. Oh,
still
you
only got offered half.
Why not?
I saw 51 milli for that.
Yeah, I just don't know why he would accept it. Why would he do that? Do you want to, you want to call it quits on your career already? Go over to Saudi, like what Tony Cruz said? What are we doing? Isn't he like 26?
He's really not that old.
Is he even that old? Yeah. Is he like 25? Darwin Nunez. Holy shit. Bragantino has 2 red cards. I fucking love Brazil. What a guy. Darwin Nunez he's 26. I know what I'm talking about. I don't make shit up. I swear. Everything's factual on this podcast. Last one I got is Sterling to West Ham. And again, great career. It's over. You're at West Ham now. Remember when they used to just yell, "We're massive"? Yeah.
Yeah, that one year they finished like 6th or whatever.
Yeah, that one year where they won like the backup European title.
Oh yeah, don't you love Chelsea's banter too about how we're the only ones who've won every major European trophy? It's like, yeah, because we're not bad enough to go play in those lower level competitions, dog. And the funny thing is, we said it all last year. Chelsea's squad cost more than the other 31 squads in that tournament put together. If you didn't win that, that's fucking pathetic.
Hey, that's not fair. Cole Palmer wasn't on the roster for the first half of it.
Yeah, a couple of transfers that I'm just interested in. Yao Palina loaned out to Tottenham. At least
a loan? I thought it was
a loan. I have maybe obligation to buy. I don't know.
Oblo.
But Yao Palina to Tottenham, I think that's good. It didn't really work out for him at Byron. He didn't get a ton of tick. I still think he's a good player. I think he's fun to watch. I think that I have no idea how Tottenham's going to play. But that might not suck for him, so that's cool.
I don't know. I don't hate a double pivot of a Paulinho and Ismail Yassar if you wanted to move him up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I just don't know what their formation is going to be and like how they're going to play. I don't know much about Tottenham's coach.
4-3-3. I almost guarantee it. It feels like Tottenham always falls back into 4-3-3.
Yeah, especially after they tried something different and won. So now they got to go back to not winning and not doing anything different.
Yeah, everyone's like, all right, you guys are good, right?
Right. Yeah, you can shut up for another 65 years now.
Yeah, he's covered.
The other one that was a total surprise was Luke de Jong to Porto out of fucking nowhere. Didn't tell nobody, wasn't reported, just showed up, and Porto was like, yo, we got Luke de Jong.
Yeah, they like unveiled him at the beginning of a friendly too, and it was like, oh, look, it's because I saw that and I was like, is that a Porto jersey?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's at Porto now. And in my head, I was like, cool, more time for play. Put him up front.
Porto really struggled to score goals last year, too. And Luke de Jong, big as fuck, just get it to him inside the 6-yard box. He'll make shit happen. Also, he won't miss penalty kicks. So,
yep. Yes, he will.
It looks like the Morata to Como deal is going to get done.
Oh, really? I thought he was at Galatasaray.
He was. It looks like that Como deal is going to get done. And as we always say, can't wait for him to say that it was his dream to go to Como, after it was his dream to go to AC Milan, after it was his dream to go to Galatasaray, after it was his dream to go to Atleti, after it was his dream to go to Juve. So, yeah, looks like that Morata deal is probably going to happen.
This, bro. This is it.
This is it. We're talking about soccer. You know, the game you play with 2 feet.
All that shit. All that shit. All right, what else you got? Is that it?
That's it as far as transfer stuff goes.
I have a entire page of futures, and some of them are going to be funny, but all of them meticulously thought out and researched. So, guys, let's just hold on. I think I might have
the lack of Serie A futures pisses me the fuck off too. Like, are we just
Bundesliga? It was right meaningless.
Yeah, just like I don't understand why the EPL has like every future you could ever imagine, and La Liga's got almost none, and Serie A has just who's gonna win Serie A. Like, it's fucking bullshit. I even went and manually checked. So yeah. Yo, we're talking about soccer. Liddy, we're talking about soccer.
European. All right.
Yeah. If it wasn't clear, we're talking about soccer.
All right, hold on. I got a video for you guys to really get you in the mood. I get to use that video once a year, guys. Once a year, baby. All right, so futures. We're going to kind of just run through the top leagues over in Europe, you know, EPL, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A. Anything else to add in on that is essentially going to be a bunch of banter, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I'm going to start with La Liga because it's one of my shortest lists, and my book didn't put any of the player futures on there, which I'm a little upset about, but it's all good. Oh, wait, no, I got top scorer. That's it, though.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we have, unfortunately.
So I am biased, and I'm going to take Real Madrid to win the league. The number I got was like minus 135, so not an awesome number. I would recommend waiting a few months and then taking the number once everyone starts to ride Barcelona a little bit more. I also think that if you're able to parlay it with anything, like they make props for Real Madrid where it's like, hey, are they going to win the Spanish Cup in the league and Champions League, all three? And they'll give you odds for all that. I think it was 900 to win the league and the Champions League. I immediately went to something that was bettable, which none of the top three teams are going to be bettable. And by top three teams, I mean Atleti, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. So I went to top four futures.
Yep.
The first name that really stuck out to me that I always see up there was Real Sociedad. They haven't really made any moves to make themselves any better, but neither have the other people above them. The only team that I think really looks a little bit better than last year might be Villarreal. I think that number is sitting around like plus 200 for them to get top 4. But Real Sociedad top 4 at plus 600, because in my mind, that spot's kind of wide open. I want to give Bilbao the edge to get it. I would love to say Real Betis is going to get it. That number was decent as well. I think it was like plus 300. But
Plus 30,
they're just not giving Isco enough. And we
Right.
both know, I hate to say this, but Isco's not playing every game this season. He can't. That man gets fouled an obnoxious amount every single game. You can't do it. So
especially with European football too for Betis.
I think Villarreal and Real Sociedad are the deepest actual teams that are going to fight for those 3rd and 4th place spots. So without anyone really adding anyone to the team. Now, if Betis wants to pick up another striker, wants to add Antony, wants to add in a midfielder because they didn't fill that Cardoso role really at all, then Betis can easily take one of those spots. But right now, the rosters that I'm looking at, Real Sociedad sitting at plus 600 looks like a really awesome number. I think they're going to be fighting until the end of the season as well. I think they might even spend some time in the top 4 if you wanted to cash out and make a pretty penny off of it. Because like I said, plus 600 is a very, very high number for a very wide open 3rd and 4th place spot. So we'll kind of see how Atleti does this year, because the only other thing I have on here is Julian Alvarez to be the top goal scorer, because if you don't pick Lewandowski and you don't pick Mbappe, the numbers are all over plus 1,000. So I'm getting Julian Alvarez at plus 1,600. And if you also want to just look at the top goal scorers in La Liga the last few years, they're not really getting too far over 25. Now, we both know that Lewandowski and Mbappe are going to put a number up close to that. And if Julian Alvarez wants this Atleti team to actually compete with them and wants to do what normal strikers do when they go to Atleti, which is find a better team to play on, he's probably going to start putting up numbers here. And again,
we know Griezmann's not going to take more than like 10, 12 goals from him.
Yeah.
Because that dude's a bum.
I didn't even know he was still playing how those contract is done. He's on a retirement tour, so he'll take maybe penalty kicks.
Yep.
But Julian Alvarez at plus 1,600 when Lewandowski's plus 100 and Mbappe was like minus 140 seems like a really layup easy number for a guy that's just really good at finishing the football. What do you got in La Liga?
I'm with you for the top 4. I like Bilbao. Plus 170 is a little bit short. Yep. Again, I got to see what happens with Anthony, but if he stays at Betis at plus 330 doesn't look too bad. I also really like what Celta Vigo's done in the offseason. They went out and got Fran Jungala from Club Brugge, which I think is a nice little offensive piece for a team that started coming together and putting some stuff together there last year. They also got a loan, Brian Zangorza, left winger from Byron, who's there on loan. I think Celta to finish top 4 at plus 950 is a pretty decent look. I'm not sold on Sociedad. They might have a bounce back year after getting the shit kicked out of them last year, because they're not going to be playing European football, at least as far as I know. So maybe that helps them out, but they just looked like ass last year. They couldn't fucking beat anybody. They didn't hold down their home field at all either. I just think Celta is a team on the way up and a team that's not going to be burdened by European football, that's going to have a chance to sneak in there. But Bilbao, your shortest odds, is not a bad look either. Bilbao should have the expectation of being that 4th team, in my opinion. La Liga, I think Espanyol to get relegated at plus 200 is a really good look. So Espanyol lost their starting keeper, who is the guy keeping him in a ton of the games, just standing completely on his head. And they've also just had to dump off a bunch of their other guys. They've put together some money, but they haven't really gone out and spent any of it. They got some free transfer from Blackburn. They did get Kike Garcia from Alaves on a free, which who really gives a shit?
Yeah, Bell.
I go through this list and I don't know, I don't really have any of these names as standouts. Roberto Fernandez from Braga for 6.2 million. I don't fucking know. I think Espanyol is going to struggle a lot with their number one keeper leaving. And the short odds to get relegated from La Liga are just unbettable. Like Acevedo to go down is like minus 240. The other like newly promoted sides, I think Elche was decent, but Elche is always hanging right around there. They may or may not stay up. I think you're getting good value on Espanyol to be relegated at plus 200.
Is that all you had in La Liga?
That is all I had in La Liga, yeah.
Because my Premier League one is fat, and Bo wants to know if we're doing Prem. So we're gonna get into the Prem right now.
Yeah, you mean the
only Matt, are you good? Are you all right? Are you gonna keep asking me questions and having bad spelling that have nothing to do with what we're talking about? Also, if you want to know why they call football, it's because the ball is a foot long. Boom. Welcome to American sports. And then the rest of the names make no fucking sense. Moving on, we're going to EPL. I'm pretty much going to bounce back and forth with you between, because my shit, EPL, they give you everything.
Right. I was going to say, the only market they offered real futures for.
Yeah, so the first one I got, easy pick. And again, this is super chalk. If you wanted to go Liverpool to win the league, plus 180 is an awesome number.
Yeah.
For a team that already won and only got better, not bad odds at all. If you're a City fan, take it personally and take the plus 300 and get your bread.
Yep.
The other name that I saw was Chelsea, plus 850. I love that number for Chelsea. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we always have to sprinkle in a Chelsea title. Every 3 or 4 years, you toss a little Chelsea title in there.
First half of that schedule is a fucking cakewalk, too.
Yeah, we're just going to have to go with that Chelsea one, a plus 850, because that number is only going to go down. Some of us might have already parlayed Chelsea and Real Madrid to both win the title. I got Liverpool top 2 at minus 125. I hate that. I'll be honest. That's like you're almost jinxing yourself for them to get third. That's what I think of when I would take Liverpool top 2. If you're going to take them top 2, you might as well just take them 1. You don't want to see some crazy shit that I got on here? Well, actually, who do you got winning? What do you like number-wise?
You already mentioned it. I think City at plus 330 is too long, and I like Chelsea plus 900 over on FanDuel.
Yeah. Again, Liverpool fans, Man City fans, take it personally. Arsenal fans, if you're over there, what are you mad about?
I also we're not going to spend too much time on this market, but yeah, I also like Chelsea for top 2 at plus 310. So if you think Arsenal did, if you're not a big City person, the odds on Man U to just even finish in the top 4 are just flat out disrespectful for a team that finished fucking 16th last year. Don't think that Man U got going from the first team not relegated to top 4. That shit just doesn't happen.
All right, but I want to let you know that the Man U top 4 number, if they sign, what's his name again? Balibas, plus 400. I just gotta let all my delusional Man U fans know. All right. But then on the flip side, I also want you to know that Man U bottom 10 is at plus 330. So now I love both those numbers a lot. The positions are really far apart, but it makes me feel really safe.
It's only a 6th place gap, though. It's only a 6th place gap.
So you're covering a lot of table if you take both of them. That's all I'm going to say. I love the number on Aston Villa to get top 4. Plus 400.
Plus 450.
Such a beautiful number for them. A team that has Champions League quality, and they are making themselves deeper and showing that they're willing to rotate the guys. They did just get your boy got hurt. Morgan Rogers, he did just get hurt in preseason.
I saw that.
Only thing I will be upset about for that one for you. But I don't know if Ollie Watkins is a little disgruntled with his name being floated to a couple different teams, but I'm kind of hoping he just finds his form again and does his thing. But Aston Villa, they've been pushing for top 4 the last 4 or 5 years now in a row. And the plus 400 number, when we're looking over at when we're looking over at like Newcastle at plus 180. Again, love Newcastle. Y'all know that's an English team I rep because my brother's a fan of them. Plus 180 for Newcastle to get top 4. We're in a position where we've only watched Newcastle play Champions League football once, and you're putting them at plus 180. They didn't get any better. Their star striker is not training with their team right now. What are we doing? So I don't know. I just thought it was a little wild putting Newcastle that high up. But I did see the Manchester United number on top 4, and I did see the Aston Villa number on top 4, and I really love that Aston Villa number.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Plus 450 over on FanDuel. I took a look at, if you like Newcastle, I know plus 180 doesn't do anything for you. Plus 210 was the best number I saw for that. As far as top 6 go, again, I like Villa there, plus 155. Think that's a really good number. And I low-key don't hate Brighton at like plus 500.
I don't agree with you.
I know you don't.
I'm also trying to find a team that would take a spot over them. And like that's the game I like to play where I'm like, all right, well, let me look at teams I think are better than them. And if I can't name 6 other teams, then it's kind of like, oh, maybe those odds aren't that bad. Hold on.
Right. I think right. I think at plus 500, it's definitely worth a shot on Brighton. Because you're telling me that means you have to believe in Tottenham. You have to believe in Man U. You have to believe that Nottingham Forest is going to continue to be good, right? Like, you got to believe something here. If you think that Brighton, like, if you're going to tell me Brighton's 8th, that's fine. But, like, you're going to have to buy into some teams that were dog shit and don't belong in the top 6.
You want me to ruin this for you right now? Ready? Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Tottenham. That's 7.
See, so you gotta believe it. So you're throwing a lot of belief in the Tottenham wagon.
With Tottenham out, I'm still at 6.
Right.
Brighton can have 7th.
So that's what I'm saying. At 5-1, if you're only seeing 2 teams in between the top 6 there, I think that's a lot of value.
That's me being really generous to Brighton now, but fuck Brighton.
Right. Hey, look, I'm by no means a seagull, but
I'm looking at the table again. Where's Newcastle drop off? Where? That's behind Brighton.
The other thing I think is, like, if Isak doesn't get a deal done, it's not like he's not gonna play for Newcastle. Like, he's gonna still play.
Because you also, if you're on the Brighton bet here, also you do have to worry about the West Hams of the world. You got to worry about the Evertons.
Let's not lump West Ham in there. We know they're gonna suck.
West Ham's going to be right around that 8th to 11th place, and they're going to be a fucking thorn in the side of a Brighton. Did Brighton sign a striker? Because they got rid of Ferguson and they got rid of João Pedro.
Yeah, they did. Who'd they fucking sign? Give me a second.
Oh, they got your boy Decipher too. That's probably why you're high on Brighton.
That is why I'm high on Brighton.
They got Tom Watson from Sunderland. That's it. That's where I'm like, who scored? Is Matoma just balling? Because that's all you could sell me on that. Matoma might just be balling. Damn, Flamengo got a red card? What the fuck are we doing, boy? They finished 7th the season before. Are we talking about Brighton again? That was when they had João Pedro. Also, I love James Milner. Kostoulos. I'm never gonna say that guy's name right. It's probably really Greek, and I just fucking butchered it. Newcastle? Yeah, they also finished top 4 the season before that. And then they finished top 4 last season. So if we're just looking at like 2 of the last 3, Newcastle was top 4 in that. How many was Brighton top 4 in? If you wanted to make that an argument that they've actually been there before. When's the last time Brighton finished top 4, Bo?
Getting into EPL relegation.
I didn't touch this one at all because they put the only good number on Leeds, and I didn't want to hurt myself.
Yeah, I know. Leeds at plus 120 feels like a fucking gift. It sucks. But for the money, I'm probably going to play it. The other one I thought was interesting is Brentford at plus 300. I really don't want to see the Bees go down. I like their owner. I like their management group. I think they do a lot of really unique and interesting things. But when you get rid of guys like Ben Mee, one of the guards, Wiasa, fucking Embuemo, like your team's going through a full rebuild. And congrats, you made a lot of money on all those players. Like you did great job developing great talent that you then sold for a shit ton of money and they went somewhere else. But where the fuck does that leave you for this season? It kind of leaves you up shit creek without a paddle. So Brentford to get relegated at plus 300 over on FanDuel is another number I liked outside of Leeds.
All right, Bo, last thing I'll also say is that same year that Newcastle was 7th, Brighton was 11th. So I don't know if that's the best argument for why Brighton's going to be better than Newcastle. The only relegation one I took was Man City at plus 2,000 because you never know.
Right, because they might actually impose financial
sanctions. Yeah, that court case might happen this year. So I feel like it's always safe to put like a $5 or a $10 on it.
Yeah, for a cup of coffee.
When it's plus 2,000, I mean, you might as well.
Right.
Arsenal fans, you'll love this one. I got Gyökeres as my golden boot. Plus 650. I like the number a lot for a guy that is literally just there to score goals. And as much as we give Arsenal shit, they create a fuck ton of chances. You know what would have really helped them last year? Guy who could score goals. Probably would have helped a lot. The other fun market that DraftKings does is they let you bet on the team's top goal scorer.
Yes.
So I do in England. So I do have Eddie Ekitike to be Liverpool's top goal scorer plus 275 because they're still meet Ryan Salah, and I'm already seeing that Salah's on his way out. Probably going to happen next summer, but still. He's going to be mostly penalty kicks and assists this year. I'm calling it now. And then I took Bruno Fernandes at plus 250 to be Man U's top goal scorer because I don't know who's starting up front for Man U, and I don't think they do either. But I know Bruno Fernandes will start.
I wanted to talk to you about that one because I think the number on Embuemo at 50-1 is really nice. And the only thing that really kind of fucks that is that Bruno Fernandes is still going to take PKs for Man U. So Embuemo had a 20-goal season last year, tied for 4th in the EPL. Getting a move to Man U, needs to make a name for himself, needs to score fucking goals on a team that couldn't score any fucking goals. And Embuemo at 50-1 is a really nice number. The only knock there is that he's probably not going to take penalty kicks unless Bruno Fernandes goes somewhere. Bruno's got the armband. He's still going to be the guy from the spot, in my opinion. The other name that I think has crazy value for a guy who knocked home 20 fucking goals last year and they went and got nobody better than him. He's still going to be the leading goal scorer on the team. Big Chris Wood over at Nottingham Forest, 66-1.
What, for Golden Boot?
For Golden Boot. He finished 4th last year in Golden Boot with 20 goals scored.
I feel like last year was a bit of an outlier.
And I get that if you think Nottingham Forest is going to regress, which I know you do. I'm just saying they got nobody to play above. Like, they didn't go out and get somebody to replace Chris Wood. That's still his spot. He banged home 20 last year for him in 36 appearances. He's still the fucking guy over there, and he finished 4th in the Golden Boot. You're telling me you wouldn't want a piece of Big Wood at 66-1, and then around Christmas time, he's got 12, 15 goals and is in that top 5 conversation. You're going to be able to cash out for plus money.
All right, quick question. Was Nottingham Forest playing European football last year?
No, they were not.
Are they playing it this year?
They are. Probably lower league European football. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's also just the European football that they know now.
Yep. So you're not wrong. I'm just saying a guy who finished top 4 last year, who they got nobody to take minutes from. Like, I think Big Chris Wood's a good look there. It's 66-1. And I'm not saying that it's going to win outright. I'm saying that down the line, you should be able to cash that out for a profit as opposed to nothing. And then sticking with the Chelsea vibe, because I like Chelsea to challenge for the title this year, Cole Palmer, 20-1. Because Cole Palmer's got to show the fuck up and beat Cole Palmer. He also banged home 15 and finished 8th last season.
I kind of want to take Nicholas Jackson if he doesn't leave. I'll be honest with you.
I'm with you.
There's not a good argument I could make for why, besides, like, I think y'all pissed him off. If he doesn't leave, at least. Bo. No, they don't. Don't make me go through the last 7 years of Premier League tables.
I do agree with Bo's comment on Forest games being low scoring. They were to finish last season, and that is a good formula for them. But still, again, Chris Home banged home 20 goals for them last season.
Yep, I feel you on it. Okay. Well, I mean, there's also statistics to back mine up, but agree to disagree. I'm with you. We're gonna move on to Italy. Are you good on England? I got everything out on England.
Yeah. Do you want to do? We'll do Italy and then what? UCL.
Oh, I didn't even do UCL. I was gonna say that for a whole different episode.
Okay, for sure.
UCL games.
That's true. And UCL still in fucking whatever their qualifications are. So
read what I said before that. Well, since I don't know what that is, no. All right, hold on. Also, Brighton has more things in favor rather than Newcastle when it comes to Prem.
No, the one above that, but it's all good.
That's what I said. I could just keep going back and see Brighton dropping. Like, when's the last time Brighton finished above Newcastle is what I'm going to say.
Speaking of, Matoma did have 10 last year.
Yeah, that was when he was playing in the front three with Yao Pedro and a 9.
Right. Yeah. Yao Pedro also had 10, which is a big loss for him. So
yeah. I don't know. I just think
I'm just looking at
the more than Newcastle. Just where though?
Yeah.
Where did they do that? The only thing you could have argued is that Newcastle has to play Champions League football, and Brighton doesn't, so they can focus on the Premier League.
You know what I think a solid bet is too? Especially if you're a Man U fan and you're high on Man U, Bruno Fernandes top assists. He had 11 last year. Salah won with 18. If you think Mbeumo is going to be good and you think Man U is turning the ship around, like, that's only 7 assists to make up with a guy who should bang home 20 goals for you. So I definitely don't hate Bruno Fernandes top assists in EPL, if that's a market you guys can look at.
The other market I have for EPL is, again, for Arsenal fans, I kind of like the Saka assist number. It was like
I was gonna say Saka again is another guy I'd look at there who banged home 10 and only played half the fucking season. I think he only played 20, 25 games.
Yeah, he can cook for that one. Moving on, we're going to Italy. Oaks, I fucking hate to do this, man. Inter Milan is my winner at plus 250. I couldn't back to back, dog. They can't. I'm letting you know right now, Napoli ain't doing it back to back.
I think you're right. I definitely think you're right. I didn't even pick a winner for Italy, to be honest with you, because all the numbers seem pretty trash.
Inter Milan at plus 250 is a fucking awesome number when you look at how much better they are than everyone else in Italy right now. Unfortunately.
I do like 2 top 4s in Serie A.
Oh, I only liked one, and it was hard for me to write it down.
So Roma at plus 150. Yeah. And I'll fully admit, I'm kind of dick riding Nick Diani on that because he's been saying Roma to win the league at 10-1 for a month now. And I'm not going with him on them to win the league. I think it is a decent position if you're looking for a cash out. I'm not looking for a cash out. I'm looking for a full year bet. So Roma top 4 plus 150. And then Como at plus 550, dog.
You're bugging.
I know I'm bugging, but what, they finished 12th last year?
Yeah, and all of a sudden they're going to be top 4?
10?
Oh,
they
you
don't
said
have
10?
European football.
Wait, you said top 10 of that much?
No, I said top 4.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking to see where they finished last season.
Yo, Bo, you know what I'll say about that one is depending who Newcastle signs at striker, you might have awesome odds on that, and you could probably cash out before the season even starts.
Como finished 10th last season. I mean, it's not 5.
Top 4. They have Italy's one of the most competitive leagues. They get even into the top 6.
You're not wrong, but Atalanta is going to be hot garbage. If they had to get relegated, I'd throw a cup of coffee on Atalanta to get relegated.
Let me bring up my Italian table really quick.
So Fiorentina is also going to be garbage without Moise Kean.
Nope. I already don't like where you're going with this.
They don't have They got rid of Moise Kean, didn't they?
Who cares? They have Dzeko. Dude, in Italy, all you need is a tall guy. We're good.
Lazio, you buying Lazio hype?
No.
AC Milan is
Lazio's better than Como, though.
Are they? We'll find out.
Yes, they are.
We'll find out.
I'll take Bologna over Como. I'll take Milan over Como. I'll take Fiorentina.
I need AC Milan to be good this year. Napoli. I can't watch another year of shit AC Milan football, dude.
Dude, I saw some of the Jimenez numbers, and I was like, all right, shut the fuck up, guys. You think Jimenez? All right, whatever. Also, Immobile is back in the league, too, over on Bologna. Part of me wanted to take an Immobile Golden Boot. I won't fucking lie to you. He's back in his home. He's back in his natural habitat in Italy. He's just going to be banging them in. And if not, there's penalty kicks.
Facts.
I'm with you on the Roma top 4, and then I only have 2 other ones, which is Lecce to get relegated at plus 170.
I don't hate that.
Most of that was just we have too much cream now. Pisa's in it, Parma's in it, Cremonense's in it, and Lecce. That's not even Italian. That's Spanish. You guys got to go. That's where I'm at with it. Too much cream. There's too much. Too much cheese, too much. All right.
I also, if I could get to finish top half, Torino is gonna have a massive bounce back as soon as Zapata comes back healthy.
That's fucking ballsy too, because you gotta hope that he comes back healthy and still Zapata-y.
I mean, I've seen Zapata play for a while. He's still Zapata. The Colombian is still balling.
And then the other Italian thing I have is Jonathan David, top goal scorers at plus 750. Just saying. I'm just saying. Plus 750.
Just saying.
How many strikers do you honestly trust in the league where you're like, no, this guy's going to score more than them? Is it Martinez? Is it Lukaku? Who is it?
It's not Lukaku. I'll tell you right now, I ain't putting a dollar of my hard-earned fucking money on Lukaku.
Is it Dubnik? Is Dybala going to make it through a whole fucking season? Can Dybala get through 2 months?
No.
Who's getting more goals than Jonathan David? Somebody give me a fucking name. All right. Now, also the Pulisic number for goals is 10.5, which I was like, that feels disrespectful. And then you look through his career, you're like, maybe it's not that disrespectful. Love him though. That's my guy. I wish it was goal contributions and not just goals, but
facts. If there was a market for goal contributions too, I'd be fucking throwing it on Berardi too, just because I know Berardi's gonna tear it the fuck up for Sassuolo again.
Yeah, if I could get the EPL markets of top goal scorer for their team, yeah, that would have been light work.
Also, just without a doubt, every time Sassuolo plays a top 4 club in Italy, take them double chance. Remember when they pulled the double on Inter and got relegated in the same season? Sassuolo just loves to beat up on top teams and then go fucking ghost.
De Bruyne going to be doing whatever he wants. All right, so
that's McSauce's team. McSauce is the guy who gets to do whatever he wants.
Because McSauce is fucking Superman and Batman. He's got 2 capes on. Okay. Also, when's the last time we saw De Bruyne all right, this is going to be mean too. When's the last time you saw him play good football? Because it wasn't with Belgium, and it definitely wasn't last year with City. So when's the last time we really saw KDB being like a top talent in the world because it
And
feels like 3 years ago.
And who's finishing all of his crosses?
McTominay fucking bombed, dude. There's something about McSauce and KDB.
My thing is like this just means we're gonna watch Lukaku miss 6 sitters instead of 3.
So here's what should happen: is McSauce should be pretty much playing shadow striker,
right?
Where he can just go wherever he wants. I want him to play Isco essentially. I want him to be Scottish Isco over in the Italian league. That's what I want to happen. Except for he shoots more and heads the ball more. That's McSauce's whole game right there for me. That's what I need in my life.
Win a bunch of corners. Win corners and get the ball to McSauce and Lukaku. But Lukaku's just going to fucking skymail 4 of them.
Yeah, that's why I had to take the Inter future, bro. Oh, my God. So, I have one thing to say about Bundesliga, and then I'm going to give you my 5 picks in Brazil. Bundesliga, winner without Bayern and picking Dortmund is plus 175. I don't know why we're putting all this respect on Leverkusen's name, who now has no Wirtz, no Frimpong, no Xabi Alonso, and they also
Jonathan Tah
and Xhaka's gone. So that's
4 pretty big fucking names.
Yeah, so don't really know what that's going to look like. It could be fine, but if you're telling me I can bet Dortmund to get second place in the Bundesliga at plus 175, I'm going to fucking take it.
Yep.
If we want to talk about history like me and Bo were doing a little bit earlier, go ahead and look at how many times fucking Dortmund finished second to Bayern. Go ahead.
They were also undefeated at home till fucking February of last year.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that one. Do you have anything in Bundesliga? Because it felt pretty unbettable, and I didn't get a golden boot number.
Yeah, no, because it's minus 380 for Bayern to win the league, and it's if they even offer the market, it's gonna be minus 900 on Harry Kane to win golden boot.
Yeah, with it also. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have for futures, guys. I'm going to give you my Brazil picks for the weekend really quick, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. So all of them are playing cup matches, and I don't know if you guys figured it out from last week, but the good teams after cup matches still play good football because they can rotate their squad, and all the shitty teams can't. Fluminense is about to kick off against Internacional, but I do
Rodrigo De Paul just scored for Inter Miami, getting us both teams to score before halftime. Just hated to cut you off there, but
appreciate y'all for the bread, Rodrigo. You're still a bitch.
Oh, yeah, he's still one of my most hated players in all of football, him and Messi.
Yep. Fluminense, they will be playing against Bahia. At Bahia, you're getting the draw no bet at plus 190. The double chance is even a bettable number as well. I do not respect Bahia, and fuck them. I'm getting Atletico Mineiro on the draw no bet at plus 100. Atletico Mineiro is it's Hulk's team, and y'all got to just deal with it. Hulk, again, I will never stop hyping up Hulk. He's so much fun to watch. He just pulls up from 500 yards away and just is an absolute dog. So anyone that tries to disrespect Hulk, I will meet you outside. But wait, did they just delete the Brazilian league? Look at this. Hold on. This is what happens when my Brazilian league pops up.
Oops.
Fuck, this happened, guys. All right. I can't even really tell you who they're playing now because all the info just disappeared. But just know that I trust me, and I'm taking the draw to bet for Atletico Mineiro at plus 100. Cruzeiro is back at home. They're playing unbelievable football again. Great bounce back game for them. If you take Cruzeiro on the money line, it's minus 190. So I'm taking money line and over 1.5 to get it down to minus 110. Awesome number. And if you expect Cruzeiro to, if there's not 2 goals in that game, I will literally eat my shoe. It's Brazil. It's Cruzeiro. We don't do defense over there. And then I'm biting the bullet, and I'm taking Corinthians money line at plus 110. Also, sidebar, guys, I really like the Flamengo Mirassol both teams to score number, but Flamengo just holding so many fucking zeros that I can't actually bet it. But it's plus 130, and Mirassol is playing extremely good football for being newly promoted. So now I'm just scared. I'm scared to do it. Flamengo holding so many fucking zeros, guys. Flamengo just holding so many zeros. They just held another 0 in the cup. They had to go to penalties with a red card. We don't even care out here. But yeah, those are the picks for Brazil. Oaks, anything else you want to add?
Nope.
All right, guys, let's get the fuck out of here. Make sure you guys check out every link in the description. Go ahead and check out some of the gear on TwoFootTalk and tftdrip.com. That's tftdrip.com. Links are all in the description below. You can follow us at 2foottalk, at TWOFootTalk. All links again right down below. You can follow me. You can follow Oaks at a young leg, at BurrOaks77. If you're watching on the YouTubes, please like and subscribe. We appreciate it mucho. It really helps us out a lot. Oaks, anything else you wanted to plug or say?
Nope. I am really hungry, so let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, hold on. I need Larry to give his 2 cents. Arsenal plus 225. Hey, if you guys needed a blender to throw your money into, there's one from Larry.
I'll give you much better odds than plus 225.
I'd rather
Larry.
take fucking Como to win the league.
Right? Yeah, cash at me, Larry. Don't worry about it. I'll get that bet in for you.
All right, that's all I got for you guys. Fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're 2FootTalk, and we're out.